Weather report. And that's the weather report for tomorrow. Today actually. Keep tuning in for more updates. You should get to work. Nothing like a nice cup of tea to keep you up at night. Nothing like a... Clickety clack click. You get a lot of work done on your project. You don't cook very much. Oh. It's late. There's a book of poems on this booklet. Read. Sure. A good man I could not find, so I made one on my own. A gentleman shrewd and kind, that good man I could not find, so in the dark arts did I hone, because I had for too long been a good man I could not find, so I made one of my own. Good is it? Engineer found dead at home. Read the newspaper headline. Paul Ibias, 29, was found dead in his basement last Friday at noon. Paul, a local engineer, was dismembered by an assailant who ripped out all his organs, including his lungs, heart, and brain. The article contained he was apparently tinkering with a video arcade cabinet before he died. He shall be missed. But Paul knew better than those newspaper idiots. He knew that he wasn't dead, that the machine had carefully scooped out his organs. He knew that nobody would miss him. That's why he built an arcade cabinet to house his soul, to be loved by all. The end. Weird story. Once there was a prince of certain country who, upon being informed of a plague that reached his borders, decided to wait it out in a fortress. He had many courtiers holed up with him, and they passed away months in the decadent delight, never knowing of the horrors that lay outside their walls. But the plague was long and rough and horrid, and the prince and his courtiers became bored in their golden cage. One day the prince had a smashing idea, a big masquerade, with dances and a lot of prize for the costumes. A massive affair filled the fort. Now in this fortress the prince had designed 7 ballrooms, each around a certain color, one for blue, green, and so on. The last ballroom throw was a deep, deep scarlet color, which looked haunting in the moonlight. Few of the prince's courtiers dared enter there. Indeed, when the clock chimed every hour, the whole scarlet ballroom would grow silent and uneasy until the chimes died away. But this aside, the masquerade was an outstanding smash. Peculiar with a bias toward the prince's own perverse tastes, but magnificent nonetheless. Yes, this was a wild fairy affair, indeed fanciful, beautiful, grotesque, bizarre, daring, dreamlike, even a little disgusting. The ballgoers in their frenzy danced until the clock chimed 12. When dancing and music ceased in an air of confusion, and then the party became aware of a new member of the crowd, someone unwelcome, someone sinister. The man had on the shroud of a beggar, and while that could be endured by the crowd, he wore a mask of the symptoms of the plague devastating the country, the Red Death. Even the recklessness can be moved to emotion. Even with the utterly lost, there are matters of which no jest can be made. The Bulgars reacted first with shock, then anger and horror. "Call the prince!" they shouted. "He must cast out this miscreant at once." The prince hushed the music at once. "Who dares disturb our revelry?" His voice echoed through the halls. "We shall unmask him and hang him." The prince rushed toward the scarlet chamber where the masked vagrant was hiding. But when he reached there, ugh! The prince collapsed upon the floor. The revelers rushed the vagrant then, tearing his garment apart, but there was no one inside them. One by one the revelers died of the plague, the Red Death, just as the prince has done. And darkness and decay and the Red Death held illimitable dominion over all. The end. Cool story. Oh. You wonder how your coworker is doing. You should really get back in touch with her. Then it looks like a fatal exception error. Maybe you should get some rest. Hmm. Hey! What was? You need to head to the attic now. Wait. Alright, it's do or die. Hmm. Who was that? Books. Her books. Bones. But whose? Bones. Equation of models for the experiment. Oh. What on earth could have caused this? A bloody faucet and a bloody handprint. Oh hey, I barely even noticed you. Huh? Oh, don't look so glum. You know how I got around you. Say, took a look at the tank. Notice anything different? That's right, it's growing. Ugh. In fact, it's growing so fast that it might just... Ugh. Looks like there's trouble. Good thing I won't be the one dealing with it, huh? Huh? Oh, crazy bitch. Ah! It was a dream. Just a horrible, horrible dream. Well, thank goodness. Time to get to work, I suppose. Then again, maybe I should sleep in. And... mm, truant. Okay. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hey, is anybody paying attention? I miss my old life, way out back on the farm, where the pigs and the dogs used to play in the fields. How I wonder what my mom think of Naya now. And now back to the weather. That's all. See ya. Okay. Maybe it's time to turn this thing off. You should probably go to sleep anyway. Oh. Okay.